Hello, everyone. I'm phoenixtremayne, and welcome back to the 31 Days of Halloween. This video is for day 5, and and I'm not gonna spoil this for you, um, because this show that I'm about to talk about has lots of twists and turns and surprises. It's called Midnight Mass. It's currently on Netflix, and I'm gonna give you a little bit of history of it. I'm gonna tell you the basic synopsis of what the 7 episode series is about, and then I'm gonna talk about how some people can be triggered by this. So I'm gonna give you a trigger warning as we get into a deep conversation about religion, because that's basically what this is about. Um, Now, if you haven't done so, go on ahead and hit that like button and share this so more people can discover my 31 Days of Halloween and my channels, because this will be on both of my channels. And so we're going to go ahead and get in this. We're going to talk about how it all began. Series creator Mike Flanagan described Midnight Mass as a passion project, having conceived the idea first as a novel, then as a film, then as a television series that he unsuccessfully pitched to Netflix. However, in 2014, Flanagan began planting prop books in his movies Hush and Gerald's Game, just to keep the idea alive that this is something he wanted to do, and so he wanted to subliminally keep it in folks' minds. Prior to the series production, Flanagan created the critically acclaimed The Haunting of Hill House, which all was on Netflix, the same streaming service that rejected Midnight Mass in the beginning. But The Haunting of Hill House was so popular that and critically acclaimed that they went on ahead and greenlit Midnight Mass. But before he went into production for Midnight Mass, he went on ahead and did the follow-up to The Haunting of Hill House, which was The Haunting of Bly Manor, which I didn't like, but it was still critically acclaimed and it was still a hit. And now he finally got to do this passion project, Midnight Mass. 7 episodes where he's the writer, director, and executive producer of the series. Now we're going to get into exactly what it's about. There's uh, a priest who goes on a religious sabbatical where he finds what he feels is a miracle, and he wants to share that miracle with the people on the island that he left behind to go into the sabbatical. And instead of him arriving, this new priest arrives into the island community, and he's like, I'm going to be taking his place temporarily. He's sick. And as he begins to do his services, miracles begin to happen. I won't get into all of them, but a girl who wasn't able to walk before, you see this in the trailer. Suddenly she can walk. There's another character who was unhealthy, and with each given episode, she gets healthier and healthier and healthier. So the more these miracles occur, the more people begin flocking to the church, listening to his every word. And even though this is a horror series, bad things start to happen. Um, the and this is the trigger part of it. The series goes deep into religion and actually how a person or people can take their religious beliefs, feeling that they're doing something good and they're doing something of God, and then they just go in a whole another direction with it. That is the furthest thing from God. And they do horrible, horrible things in the name of God, feeling like they're just doing what He wants them to do. No matter who gets hurt, no matter who dies, you know, you know, they just do some horrible things on the show, as they become more and more religious, fanatical, and they bring up some different types of points of view. where the sheriff in the town is a Muslim. He's the only Muslim on this island except for his son. And this character Bev, who I hated from scene one, Bev is trying to introduce Catholicism into the schools, feeling that all of the children would benefit from, the Catholic Church's beliefs. And I've had this discussion in real life with people who have felt the same thing about Christianity, and and we're talking about public schools. And if you don't know, I also have a talk show where we also talked about this. And if you go in the description box, you'll see the link to my streaming service, United Creators Network, where my talk show, which I've been doing for like 20 years now, multiple seasons are on there where we talk about a lot of stuff. And one of the things we talk about is not on streaming service is how if you want to introduce your religion into the schools, then Jewish folks, Muslims, and even atheists have a right to express their point of views too, because people have a tendency to believe no matter what religion they're from. So I'm not picking on Catholicism. Whatever religion they're from, they feel like that's the right religion, and everybody needs to get on board. Now, if you're not a part of that religion, or you're not even interested in religion, then now you feel like, oh, you're intruding. We have freedom of religion in America, so you're now trying to intrude your beliefs into my life, and I may not even believe what you believe, or anything like that. So she's like, we're experiencing all these miracles on the island, and the children can benefit. And he's like, well, what if I bring the Quran to school, and let's teach the kids about the Quran? And she's like, what the? so we've had these discussions in real life and on my talk show that you can't do one religion without acknowledging that other people have different religions. And if you want to put that in a public school where there are kids that are coming from all different walks of life, even kids whose parents are like, none of that. And I'm in Baltimore, and there's a church on every corner, and there's a liquor store down the street, or in some cases, across the street. Literally, where I used to live, church right here, liquor store right here. After church, go straight to the liquor store. So it's actual literal, and there's so many churches. And my friends that are in different churches are like, we can't go over there. We can't talk to those people over there because we have to support our church. And, all our tithes go over here. We can't risk anyone wanting to go over to this church because they got a better choir or a better church or whatever. So a lot of churches try to keep it in-house. So even if you're going to put religion in public schools, you have to deal with the fact that these people over here are like, oh, so if you're trying to get people to go in this direction or a recommendation where to go, you're going to have to come to us too. And it's a big mess. It has nothing to do with education. And I'm going off topic, but that's what this show does. This show brings about different questions about, religion, not just people that are religious fanatics, but just how people can interpret the same text. 10 people can interpret the same text 10 different ways. And, whereas there may be people in the middle that are pure of heart and they truly want to be blessings and help people. There are also people over here to the right that just want to make some money. And no matter how many ways they can do it, they're going to want to manipulate you and other people because they trying to get paid. And then you got people all the way over here that are ready to burn everything down in the name of whomever, and and they're gonna pick it, and they're going to try to do extreme stuff in the name of whoever they believe in, and that is really what this all comes down to, because they go so far in what they're believing to be, uh, faith, and let's just say, I ain't gonna give away the ending, but yeah, it's a horror movie. It's a horror series, so things don't go very well. And then when you find out what the priest found when he went on his religious sabbatical, mm-hmm. Yeah, that's what it is. I can't say what it is because that's part of the mystery that slowly unfolds on the show. But when you're watching, you're going to start saying to yourself, is that? And you may even question, is that really what I think it is? It's exactly what you think it is. The creator confirmed, Mike Flanagan confirmed that that is what it is. The book confirms that that's what it is. So, yeah, when you start getting the clues and you get your first look, I already knew. I already knew. So, I do highly recommend this. I did fast forward because they have a lot of religious speeches, and I kind of next. Just take me to the next plot point, because some of these characters have really long monologues, really long talks, where I'm like, we got the point 5 minutes ago. It's 10 minutes later. Pick up the pace. But overall, even with the fast forwarding I did, it was a good series. And I highly recommend it. But I just wanted to give you your trigger warning that if you're a person that is very sensitive when it comes to religion, and you may not be able to, you don't want to see a whole bunch of other point of views or whatever, yeah, this ain't for you. This ain't for you, because you may, where it's like a 90% on Rotten Tomatoes, so it's doing really well. It's very popular right now. And yeah, there's a lot of people that love it, but there's going to be that special few that, like, people I know, if I told them what this was about, people I know that are really, really, really on the religious spectrum, they won't even watch horror. So this ain't even going to be their cup of tea. But for Halloween, I'm recommending this even for you folks, because it's not really scary. It's just a lot of tension and suspense, and at the end of it, that's when it really gets off the hook. But that's it. If you've already seen Midnight Mass, let's talk about it in the comment section. If you don't want to be spoiled, don't read the comment section, and I will see you in the next video.